Oh, yeah. I don't know what this is going to do to my congestion. I'm quite worried. I'm glad that I'm glad the recon videos worked out. Somebody had a comment, they were essentially saying they were watching a YouTuber race and they're complaining about the way that the pack was reacting in the races. And then they're like, yeah, dude, your recon video said exactly what was gonna happen. And this guy was complaining about it. It was funny. It's the thing with the 30-minute races, they can be pretty predictable, so the recons work really well. And was it you? Yeah, exactly. And I was looking at Zwift Power the other day. I've done like over 500 races now. It's actually absurd. Alright, let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. I should be confident, but I'm anything but. But it feels good to be racing again. Thanks, Jonas. It feels really good to be racing again. You know, we need to be realistic. You're just not going to be 100% every time you race. And we're just not 100%, and that's okay. We're not always going to be on peak form. But the way you get back to peak form is racing. Oh yeah, Martin here too. Where's Martin in the group? Martin, I think, is in the group behind. What up, MK? I've been enjoying all the videos lately. I haven't commented on every single one, but I've been watching them. Especially when I'm doing like my stretching and stuff, warming up. Just because I like the tunes so much. And I appreciate the luck. I still want to see you do a stage race, MK. I think you would really enjoy it. And you really learn a lot about yourself. Both good and bad. Mostly good. Nice part about these longer races, the starts usually are not insane. I always love this guy with the really long name. This is my third Flamme Rouge with him. It almost is how hard can you bomb it. I would almost argue that these are less vomit-inducing than your short races. Dang! 20-30 minute PR? That's strong. In team draft race. I've never done anything like that. Never raced as a team. Always been the lone wolf. Searching for his Zwift Power team. So for example, one of the things that I learned about myself, the first time I did Flamme Rouge in November of 25, was that my body reacts quite well to lower cadences. And that has helped me with long climbs. Not so much on Box Hill today. Things that are over 5 minutes, 5 to 10 minutes, I can grind that out pretty well. And that's really helped my time trialing too. Oh, it was like a chase race. I've done one of those, and that was actually really fun. Maybe RTV should do that. Those are pretty unique. And then generally what I've learned about myself is the body, my body at least, reacts quite well to the heavy load. In, is it January when we did this? It was like the last days of the race, so we had just done a really intense week of racing, and I was still hitting like 45-minute power PBs, 30-minute power PBs. And it just goes to show, you don't need to be insanely fresh and rested to hit power PBs. Your body adapts. A little move, but it's so early. I'm not gonna worry. Did Adam change his kit? He must have. I was looking for the wolf. Right. Here we go. This is all about just staying in the group. So, you know, you get a little push, have some fun, open the legs. Yikes. I haven't done anything to improve my climbing, actually. What I've been focusing on is my 5-minute power. And it just so happens that most of the climbs on Zwift are roughly 5 minutes. So it's translated well. So, I guess in a way, I've been training climbing. But it's more inadvertent. There's more training 5-minute power. And that's, I hit my 5-minute power PB on this course 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago. It was 5.5 watts per kilogram for 5 minutes. Alright, we did not lose anyone there, that's good. But what did, as I said a few minutes ago, what did also help my climbing was dropping my cadence. So, I think that's primarily because when you drop that cadence and you hold that power, your heart rate stays lower. Oh, James, how did it go? How did your race go? I don't know if I could hold 5.5 today. What's up, Felix? Like I said, I'm coming off of a second cold, and this one is in my chest pretty good. So we'll see how the lungs react. Yeah, that's also traveling. That's also a really good point. If it's something that undulates a lot, it can be really difficult to grind. 5.1, 5.5 for the climb. Oh gosh. Hey, P9 is good. This is a hard course. Very hard course. Top 10, that is not easy to do. So there is a sprint segment up ahead. What I'll do is stand and push the power bit, but I'm not gonna try and get the second. Yeah, me too, Felix. That's exactly how I felt this week. Okay, this is interesting. Let's see if it brings us over to the main group. Slowly. There's no steering, so you are subject to Zwift and the Zwift gods. Why is there a CRP riding this? Oh well. Hopefully it doesn't destroy us. Oh no, CRP's below us, I think. Luckily, I'm already a pretty major mouth breather when it comes to racing. So the fact that my sinuses are clogged isn't the end of the world. Woo! Let's get it ready. People are going to send this. There's some fast sprints. (172 BPM), that's worrying. Hopefully it's just because I'm fresh. Alright, everyone's back together. Zwift does randomly throw you to the side a lot. And I think people are really starting to see that with the draft indicator being available. There have been plenty of worse Flamme Rouge routes than this one. I think for Flamme Rouge route, this is pretty tame, sadly. So yeah, Felix, there's a points jersey for this competition, and that's one of the segments. So when I did this in November, I tried to do this, the points competition, I got third. And that's mainly because I got absolutely cooked on the first race of the series. Stage 1 of 8. I lost like 5 minutes. And so then I pivoted purely to points. Like right now, not in the drift at all. There we go. Today, no. In the last Flamme Rouge series, I was in the top 10. I think I was in 7th on GC. I won like 4 stages. 3 or 4 stages. So, I'm seeing if I can start like that today. And then, if we lose time, then I'll pivot to something else. But I want to give myself a chance here of racing GC. I will say racing GC is stressful. You got to be on every single day. And the downfall, even though I won, I was only dropped in 1 race. So I only lost time in a race 1 time. But in the time trials, I've lost time on both of them. Pretty significantly on the first one. So I was, I think, 7 minutes off the leader, roughly. It was good enough for top 10, but that's about it. So, really the goal of this is the first day, yeah. The goal of this tour is to always finish with the front group. And then you gotta go to your limit on the time trials. Okay. I gotta focus now, so I probably won't be chatting too much. We'll see how this goes. I'm just happy that I feel well enough to at least be out here. And none of these results affect my Zwift racing score. It will affect my fellow, but I don't really care about that. Do my Zwift racing score. So if you guys remember from the recon, this will be hammering the start and then drafting this second, I guess, 3/4. This is fun to participate. You do have to sign up ahead of time. They have a lot of different time slots. On the weekends, I think they have like 8. And then during the week, I think they still have 5 or 6. So we'll probably do this on the weekends. And then likely change it up during the week. Alright, focus. Oh, Box Hill, how I love you. Turn up the tunes. On the weekends, I will hopefully be racing the slot. Cheers, Felix. This is usually where it kicks. The pace. Oh, gotcha. Oh, cheers all. I felt that. I really felt that in my chest. All right. One down. Here we go. Things started off not too bad, and then one person went, and we dropped like half the group, not more. Yeah, I like the Marathon drink mix, so it's 90 grams of carbs, and then, damn it, then I add an electrolyte mix. The name escapes me. Element, I think it's Element. So it's got 1,000 milligrams of sodium. Gotta be 1,000 milligrams of sodium. All right, second group caught. It's okay, I don't mind. That really hurt my chest. I always hate that little punch after Box Hill. It's brutal. All right, second group says we'll push. Second one's gonna be tough, Felix, you're right. So it's because of Flamme Rouge has different racing categories. There is one racing category higher than us, and Flamme Rouge is giving you the option to ride just with your cat rather than mixed. So Adam and I are doing the non-mixed ride. That's why we're B. It's off of the Zwift Racing. It's like a secondary website. And I'm almost in that higher category. But I don't think I'll get up to it. So I think my fitness took a bit of a step back. Not a huge step back though, because we're still in the front group. Yeah, I think top tier advanced riders, they're in that higher category. So you're A+ riders. What up, Coach Lack? How you doing, my friend? Hope you're having a nice weekend. Are you racing this tour? I don't know if I'll ever reach A+, because I think for A+, what do you need, over 4.5 for 20 minutes? I don't know if I'll ever get to that. That's my weakest area. Oh, April ZRL and Dirt League, that sounds cool. Yeah, it's Flamme Rouge isn't necessarily the best way to prepare for events. Exactly, Lack. My 20-minute, my best I think was 4.4. So it's 4.8 for A+. I would rather have a higher 1 minute and 5 minute than a 4.8 20. So I think once I get my 5 to 6, who knows when that would ever happen, that's when I would switch to sprinting. Just because I don't think there's any climbs for most races where a 5 watt per kilogram really matters. Like if I can get my 1 minute to 10 and my 5 minute to 6.6, and then if you get like your 15-second, it's like 15, I think you'd be one of the best racers on Zwift, honestly. Oh no, Franny! At least you can't stream snipe me then. I hope you're having a nice weekend, Franny. It's true, Felix. If I had never weightlifted in my life, I think A+ would be possible. I don't even weightlift anymore. I am gonna start though. I'm thinking of doing like a series where I start doing compound lifts a few times a week. So that's your squats, power cleans, deadlifts, that sort of thing. And I'm curious, without changing my training, so maintaining my 5-minute focus, would my 15-second and 1-minute power also increase? I think that would be meaningful. So that's one of my plans. But for my 1-minute power, I think my top 1-minute power ever was in Flamme Rouge when I was doing the sprint segments. So is it lagging again, Franny? I hope it's not. So my 1-minute power was going after sprint segments. So that would technically mean starting pretty darn hard and just like maintaining it. But most of the time when I race 1-minute power, it's just following moves and then punching at the end. So usually it's a slower start and high finish. But I think it's better to even, because you build that speed. Well, speed doesn't matter for your PB for power, so it's more just having that even keel power curve. But as long as I don't get sick again, I will start doing the weightlifting. And I will probably start easy. I'll probably start with dumbbells. Because in my experience, it takes at least 6 weeks probably for your tendons and ligaments to get used to workouts. And then after that 6 weeks, that's when you start seeing the most muscular gains. So it'll probably have to be a 3-month process. And starting light will make it easier for your tendons and ligaments to get used to those. Because let me tell you, if you go just in and you just hit the weights hard, the next 4 days, 5 days, you just won't be able to move. It's the worst feeling in the world. It'll be to the point where you almost feel like you need to go to the doctor. Ooh, 1 minute, 8.5, that's super strong. It is, so I have that base, but it's been so long since I've done lifting. I don't know how much of an advantage it even provide at this point. Most of my lifting and bodybuilding was between 2012 and 2015. And I was up to 180 pounds. Yeah, almost 185. Now I'm sit at 164. Just weighed myself today. Yeah, exactly, England. Free weights are really nice. That and if you can do, instead of squatting with a barbell, if you have a machine, that usually helps too. And it's really easy to injure yourself on those compound lifts. I'm with you, traveling. Ooh, dip bars are nice. I'm lifting 0 right now. When I was bodybuilding, I was doing 5 to 6 days. I'll probably do 2 days to start. I want at least 3 days in between. I always find that I am most sore the second day. Yeah, I don't lift at all at the moment. I was rock climbing multiple times a week. I have not done that since November, though. I'm telling you, the muscle is just from lifting as a kid. So I started weightlifting when I was 13 and 14, and basically did not stop until 2015, 2016. So where I went to high school, the sport coaches were really big about lifting. And it was a really good lifting program. It was called Bigger, Faster, Stronger, BFS. And every single day, you had compound lifts. So it was basically, you would have a chest day, and then a leg day. And then back day, essentially, with compound lifts. And you would go different sets. So one week, it would be 3x3. Next week would be 5x5. The next week would be 10-8-6. Those are all reps doing 3 sets. And then your final week was 5-3-1. And that's where you would find your max. And then that would tell you, when you went back to 3x3, 5x5, 10-8-6, how heavy you should be able to lift. And then you would do, obviously, a bunch of auxiliary lifts in between. Auxiliary lifts are like your curls, your presses, everything that's not compound lift. And so I did that 4 years in high school. Insanely good. Granted, I was not eating very much, so I wasn't putting on weight. And then once I got out of high school into college, started growing a little bit more, eating more, and that's when I put on most of my muscle mass. And then I stopped, but I still do a really high protein diet. And so like the triceps are just, and the shoulders are just always there. So once you get that base, it doesn't fully ever go away. It becomes part of like your neuromuscular system, I believe. But getting that base is really difficult. Alright. I'm worried about this, so we're gonna send it. You know, we like to race with our heart on our sleeve. Just give it your all. Why the heck not? Give the last of the ride-ons. Dorian, nice win, my friend. I need that inspiration right now. Oh. Oh my God. Focus. Brisket's here. Oh. Brisket had a nice cheering session. Oh, here it goes again. Says, I'm going to cheer for you to the line, Steven. We'll see. Depends on how hard they hit the escalator. Yeah. I don't want to pull because Adam is behind, and I would like him to be close. The closer Adam gets, the better. Exactly, Freddie. I'm getting the draft. Brisket. Oh, cool it. Brisket. Get a toy. Go get a toy. Brisket, go get a toy. It says no. Get off the bike. That felt good. That felt real good. Mom. Let's see. Adam top 10. Hell yeah. He was right there in that fucking group. Brisket! I'm gonna put him away just a second. Brisket! Go to kennel! I got someone special now. We got Wawa here. Wawa. Wawa. Congratulatory Wawa cuddle. Yeah, you good girl. Woo! Was not expecting that. We were so close to getting dropped. So close to getting dropped. I mean, wow. I mean, could it be possible that I'm just being paranoid about my chest congestion? But the way that I was feeling leading up to this, really, I mean, you can't be happier than that. Sprint Merchant. Game skim. In general, my 1 minute power is better than my 15-second. So I like going long there. And what I like about what I did is I attacked on the hill when the momentum was bringing me through the group. And then by the time I made it through the group, we got over to the top, there's already a gap. Then we had the rider in front of us. We got their drift, or their draft, and having the downhill helped me stay away from the group. And yeah, 1 minute or 1 second gap. It's a big gap. I know, maybe it's imposter syndrome. I don't know. But yeah, thank you, Franny. Thank you, Jordan. Thank you, Nasturo. Thank you, James. Oh, Jordan, appreciate it. Felix, Mr. Need More Watts, traveling, all y'all. England, sheesh. That was awesome. Let's see if we got PBs. So our highest BPM was actually here, which leads me to believe, I don't know, I think I do pretty well in longer races. I think as long as I have time to recover. No PBs though. That's alright. Don't always need them. So we are probably a little bit out of shape, but obviously not too much. So let's spin down the legs a bit. Now it's gonna be all about recovery. Switch the bike. So tomorrow Tomorrow we're gonna try and ride at the same time. I want to see what we race tomorrow. I'll pull it up on the screen. Oh, you know what? Let me just read it to you. This is a climbers stage series. SL19, I think you're right. I think he was surprised to see riders get caught. Surprised to see him get caught. I know when Adam raced this a few weeks ago, he caught Luke right before the line. We've seen a lot of people get pipped there because of that little incline. And if you don't have that momentum, you're ripe to get caught. Alright, schedule. Let's see what we got tomorrow. Tomorrow, oh lord. Oh no. Tomorrow is peak performance. That's the grade, I think. Let's look. Let's go look. I'm gonna end this quick, and then we can look at it together. And then I will probably end the stream. I always like to take pictures, so bear with me a moment. Thousand watts of sprint. We almost got a PB around 8 minutes. I like it. I like it a lot. And then I always make this my star. Okay. Oh yeah, if you're not in the Road to Bonk Club, you should consider joining. It's a lot of fun. We've got a great little community and a great Discord. We do group rides too. I think you'll like it. Alright. Peak performance. Oh yeah, let's not do the Gorby, please. Routes. Watopia. Name. I think it's the grade tomorrow. Okay, so we start downtown. We go, oh. Okay. So we go through Sasquatch. We go along the coast. Oh no, the grade. Down Epic KOM reverse. Around the volcano and back. Oh no. Ooh. Okay. So that's gonna be a long one tomorrow. That's gonna be a very long one tomorrow. I will definitely try and stream again. We'll see how the body recovers. Thank you, Tina. I appreciate it. I believe the race tomorrow will again be about an hour, maybe a little bit more knowing the grade. We gave ourselves another day to fight, though. We gave ourselves another day to fight. And, you know, with stage racing, you can't always look at the big picture. We're going to keep looking at things day by day. That's the most important thing we can do. And just enjoy everything for what it is. I'm going to enjoy this victory, that's for sure. That's true. Who else got a podium? Did you get a podium, Tina? That's a hard route to podium. Yeah, and if you join Road to Bonk, and you can join teams on Zwift Power, you can actually join multiple teams on Zwift Power. So, if you do that and you ever do a stage series, like this with Flamme Rouge, you can select any team to be on. If you're on our team, you can do our team. If you ride on a different team, you can join that. And there's actually a Team GC battle as well. Which is exactly why I didn't want to push at the end. Because Adam was just behind us and you don't want to create gaps like that. Alright. I am going to shut down the stream for the afternoon. I appreciate y'all for joining me. I'm working on a review video of a bike pump. I'll try and release that today or tomorrow. Probably tomorrow, I still need to edit it. So you can keep an eye out for that. Not trying to sell anything. I just thought it was a fun opportunity to do a review. I'd never done that before. So keep an eye out for that. We'll do some racing tomorrow. As always, whoa, stay strong, baby. Stage 1. Down. 7 more. Lovely, lovely stages to go. Cheers, baby.